This footage was submitted to us on July 20th of this year. Take a look at these videos. More inhumane treatment from MDOC.
Listen, this is the shower area, 29D building. I want to show you the inside of what these guys are going to have to use the restroom at, right beside where they use the restroom at. You got running water dripping down. See that? From these pipes. Look inside, it goes deep off in there. All type of animals, snakes, anything that can crawl in. It goes all the way up. I'll let you see that it goes all the way up. This is beyond inhumane. This is what these guys have to worry about. Things crawling in on them while they trying to use the bathroom. Look at all these different ways animals and snakes can rest off in there. How deep down it is. This is the toilet that they use. With a condemned toilet right beside it. This is the bathroom there. When you have tiles loose on the floor, the cell is locked and condemned. It won't open. But it's unclean, unsafe. Also, you have holes in the roof. This area here. Lights that don't work. And you have water dripping. Water's leaking from the roof. Leaking from the roof into a bucket that they have here to catch the water. This is the bucket that they have to catch the water. Tiles on the floor, unsafe, slipping. Guys that fell and hurt themselves on the floor before. But you have a kid-sized pool full of water almost, where it's leaking right here. Imagine how it does when it rains. It's not even raining today. Empty cell. Look how filthy the one is on this cell. You can only see there's a toilet that's empty with no water in it. That cell is full of dirt. It's full of dirt and grit. Full of dirt and grit. Look at the hole in the wall in the cell right there. Look at this area. It's unoccupied. It shouldn't even have it like that. There's holes in the roof where they worry about inmates escaping. These are the holes in the roof where inmates can escape through. Unsafe. Got rodents up there, possums, rats, spiders. There's a spider web right there. Right there. All this stuff hanging inside of the room. So the lighting area where there's no light for the guys when it's getting late at night. There's no way for them to be able to see why that open closet area is right there like that. So imagine guys trying to use the restroom and have to hear that noise in the background, not knowing what's back there, and they can't even see because there's no light for those guys to be able to see. I also have another unworking toilet, urinal, right beside it. This is the only urinal that's working in the entire zone. Entire zone, only urinal working. So there's even no head. There's no head on there whatsoever. All this stuff is open.
No officer in the town. You see, goddamn, what time it is? It's 6:45, goddamn. You see what time it is? No officer in the motherfucking town. Oh shit. Coming around right now. Look like that. Oh, ain't no officer in the building, period. We on autopilot in this motherfucker, man. Real talk. Short of the staff. Officer that they had on last night stayed some in the house. She just left out this motherfucker.
It's still the same. Look at the shower curtain, which you have to block yourself to use the bathroom. Now look at this. Who in the world would want to use the restroom like this here? Side of condemned toilet. With all this water running like this. Come on, are you serious right now? Look at this. That's crazy. To use the restroom, that is crazy just to use the restroom. Look at that. Filthy, disgusting, man. Inhumane.
Well, there you have it. More proof of the inhumane and unsanitary treatment that goes on at MDOC. How many more videos do we have to make? How much more proof is needed before this facility is condemned and shut down? What if this was your husband, your son, or your brother? Would you live like this? We have to take a stand. Something has to change. These are some images from the mass incarceration rally that took place in Rankin County. The historical event was the first of its kind to take place in the county. Organizations such as the Jalen Barker Foundation, LX3 Youth Foundation, Southern Poverty Law Center, the ACLU, the New Black Panther Party, and Bishop Todd Irvin and the Second Chance Initiative were in attendance at the event and spoke of the importance of unity and justice for all. Although this was a historical event, more support is still needed from Mississippians. It's time to stop judging and labeling and alienating ourselves from what's right in our faces. We must come together in this state as well as all over the world in order to make a difference and bring about change. Stop the violence. End mass incarceration. Stop inhumane treatment. We say no more to poor living conditions. No more to recidivism. Demand an investigation on MDOC. Demand an investigation into the unexplained deaths, the contaminated water, and unsafe food, just to name a few. None of this will end until we do something about it and expose MDOC. This video is in memory of Samuel Wade. Samuel lost his life not only because he was murdered, but also because of the neglect by MDOC, Mississippi State Penitentiary staff. Don't be fooled. What MDOC won't tell you is that Wade was housed with an inmate with psychiatric issues and had recently been housed at the state psychiatric facility, East Meridian Correctional. What they won't tell you is Wade was being housed in C custody due to a parole violation which goes against MDOC policy. If MDOC would have classified Wade correctly, maybe he would still be alive. It's certain that he wouldn't have been housed with his murderer. What MDOC is not going to tell you is that a captain stood by and didn't immediately get help for Wade. And just as a side note, this captain has frequently sprayed inmates with mace when he's found contraband. Is the recovery of contraband more important than the life of a human being? It's obvious that to this particular captain, the lives of these inmates is of no importance. Because of MDOC's neglect, lives are being lost. In Samuel Wade's case, there were no attempts to save his life. To add to the neglect and disrespect, the staff clumsily dropped Wade's body down the stairs. How horrific! How disrespectful! It's time for MDOC to accept responsibility for their neglect and disrespect toward inmates and their families. It's time for people to stand up for what's right and speak out against the treatment of their loved ones in the facilities of MDOC. Inmates are dying at alarming rates in the Mississippi penal system. The proof has already been provided to you. Unsafe and unhealthy living conditions, unsupervised units in different buildings, unsafe food, contaminated water. These inmates are crying out for help. If you have an ounce of decency, any compassion within you, take a stand. Use your voice and demand an investigation on all of the facilities within the state of Mississippi.